The giant mountains and valleys of Luzerne County play host to a myriad of activities, perhaps even a day at the sale. Wilkes-Barre City is the county seat. Its varied landscapes, like the Cunningham Valley, hold vast farmlands. Skyzoom takes you right into the teeth of this metal giant, filling its hopper with only the good stuff. Coal shovels continue to work tirelessly for their search for black gold. In nearby Eckley Miners Village, the hardships of the coal miner are never forgotten. Our salute to everyone who calls Luzerne County home. Every county in our area has at least a couple of farms, but this day in Lycoming County, we found sheep and llamas on the way to their morning feeding. Rose Valley Lake in Trout Run jumped out at us. It was a perfect day to cast a line or finish cutting. Boy, I'm glad I don't have to mow this backyard. The Williamsport area and baseball go hand in hand. Bowman's Field in the city and the home of the Little League World Series in South Williamsport. Montoursville will never forget the lives lost aboard Flight 800. Thanks for joining us for a quick tour of Lycoming County aboard Skycam 16. The Falls Bridge is like a southern gateway to this beautiful county, and yes, you can actually find falls here. Tunkhannock is the county seat, nicely appointed with a clock tower and monuments. Another mammoth feat of engineering provides for the old Lackawanna Railroad in the Nicholson Viaduct. One of the most destructive forces to hit our area happened in Wyoming County, in the community of Lake Carey. Skyzoom shows you some of the twisted trees left behind by a tornado, and the rebuilding of lives and property that have blossomed from the disaster. Once again, a tranquil place for a bit of fishing. That's Wyoming County from Skycam 16. Known nationwide as a honeymoon and vacation hotspot, the Pocono Mountains play host to Monroe County. Its county seat can be found in Stroudsburg, a town large enough to keep up with the times, yet small enough to have that hometown feeling. The East Stroudsburg University campus can be seen clearly from Skycam 16. And it's only a short jaunt to the Delaware Water Gap, a breathtaking view that can only really be appreciated with Skyzoom and Skycam 16. We're glad you joined us for this trip to Monroe County. In historic Bellefonte, you'll find unique architecture and the county seat. This monument adorns the front of the courthouse grounds. You can't go to Center County without stopping at the University Park campus of Penn State. Check out the progress that's been made on the Beaver Stadium expansion we showed you earlier this season from Skycam 16. Make no mistake, long shadows on the sundial in front of Old Main tell us winter is on its way. And anyone who knows where the Nittany Lion Shrine sits can appreciate this shot from 1,000 feet above the campus. Be sure not to leave Center County before you enjoy the immense Bald Eagle State Park. You can easily imagine this shore full of families and children. A look at the center of Pennsylvania aboard Skycam 16. Skycam 16 shows how, unlike many other counties in our area, Union County is more like a vast valley. Many farmlands beautify the landscape. Captain Randy Freeman and Skyzoom producer Bill Schultz found a good place to stop for lunch, the Chef Boyardee plant in Milton. These boxcars are prepared to take product to market. Bucknell University adorns Lewisburg. Each building seems to have a character all its own. That's a tasty and educational tour of Union County aboard Skycam 16. The Schuylkill County Courthouse sits high on the hill in Pottsville. America's oldest brewery sits across town. When coal was king, small communities began to form along the base of many mountains. Some coal fields can still be seen across this region. Though idle the day we visited, these metal giants continue their search for pay dirt. In many of these communities, nestled among the coal banks, religion has always been a driving force of unity. Our salute to everyone in Schuylkill County. The majority of Clinton County's northern territory is covered by forests. Trees and hills blanket the land. Farms dot the countryside. Lock Haven sits in the foothills of the Allegheny and Bald Eagle mountain ranges along the west branch of the Susquehanna River. Here's the perfect time to enjoy the detail in this picture from Skyzoom. Piper aircraft began and thrived here. Now only a museum sits on the quiet airstrip. The nearby town of Woolwich works to keep America warm, while a warm heart awaits visitors to Avis. Hats off to those who call Clinton County home. Skyzoom begins our tour with a snapshot of the water cascading over Bushkill Falls. From there, we headed east to the state line along the Delaware River. At Dingman's Ferry, we paid our toll in the little hut and caught the reflection of this fisherman. Milford has the oldest jail in Pennsylvania, sandwiched between the Pike County Courthouse and Administration Building. Upriver, the water is so clear that these winged travelers could see their feet as well as we could. From a hill not far away, visitors to the High Point Monument in New Jersey can check out New York and New Jersey, but will ultimately be impressed with our own Pike County. Our salute from Skycam 16. The Schwab School sits idle yet prominent on the weatherly skyline of Carbon County. Bright yellow buses leave the current school for the journey home. Steep terrain around the Lehigh Valley Gorge State Park is an awesome sight. The county seat of Jim Thorpe is snuggled tight around the base of these mountains. Train stations and architecture of yesteryear add to the year-round charm. The Asa Packer Mansion overlooks town. There's lots of room for recreation at Beltsville State Park. Though too cold and windy for me, these guys took to the water. Blue Mountain dwarfs Palmerton, while the nearby double-tube Lehigh Tunnel cuts through its bottom. Carbon County, home of great man-made and natural wonders. The clock tower of Carver Hall on the campus of Bloomsburg University accents the town of the same name. Bloomsburg Town Hall sits proudly on the main street. A look across town and over the river points you through the mountains toward Catawissa. But hang on, we're headed north up Route 11, straight to Berwick. The home of the Bulldogs and Wise Potato Chips had a surprise for us. Did you ever wonder how a potato truck is unloaded? Skyzoom found out on this trip around the Weiss plant. Thanks for joining us for a quick tour of Columbia County aboard Skycam 16. Skycam 16 took off from our home in Lackawanna County for a spin around the block, Skyzoom style. We swung by the Lackawanna County Stadium and the ice rink. All was quiet at the Steamtown Roundhouse, while Courthouse Square in Scranton showed off some lovely colors with its fallen leaves. Take a close look at the iron furnaces. Skyzoom can see through them. Carbondale ushered in the coal era and is known as the Pioneer City. The Lackawanna State Park is always ready for outdoor enthusiasts, and visitors to the Archibald Pothole can't see the marvel like we can from up here. Beautiful Naog Gorge hides among the evergreens before we headed back to WNEP's helipad. We hope you enjoyed your flight aboard Skycam 16. Snyder County's courthouse is easy to find in Middleburg. Its clock tower is perfectly appointed. In preparation of the Christmas holiday, this tree farmer has already begun to cut and bale his crop. I wish this story wasn't smell-o-vision. It caught our nose before it caught our eyes. Delicious Middlesworth potato chips. This steam stack smelled like the best French fries you've ever had. A peaceful scene over Snyder County included these horses feeding. Susquehanna University provides for a pretty view in Selinsgrove, and from there, the stars. The Shamokin Dam power plant uses coal to run its generators. Skycam 16's electrified look at Snyder County. Welcome aboard Skycam 16 over Susquehanna County. Our first stop, Monroe, its county seat. And like many communities in our area, a beautiful church reaches into the sky. A quick buzz by New Milford always gets you smiling. With Sky Zoom, you're always on the up and up. See how Skycam 16 rocks, but your picture remains rock steady. The Susquehanna River makes a great bend in Great Bend while crews work along its banks. And soon these chairs will be filled on Elk Mountain, a giant best seen from above. Each fall, runners take off from the starting line of the Steamtown Marathon in grand Susquehanna County. Looking across the rolling hills of Bradford County, Skycam 16 spotted many dairy farms. That means home to hundreds of cows. Hard-working, dedicated generations keep the farm alive, and these guys appreciate that. With Sky Zoom, you can almost see them smiling. Towanda is the county seat. Its courthouse along the Susquehanna River features Lady Justice, high above the dome. A local banker built Holcomb House over 120 years ago in Troy. Imagine how many rooms are in here. The ornate woodwork of Manor House and its interior spiral staircase exhibit the same stature. And of course, Snedegarville, tiny yet full of gusto. A moving tour of Bradford County aboard Skycam 16. From 1,500 feet, you can appreciate the size of Lake Wallenpaupack. The Pike-Wayne County line cuts through its center. Today is the final day for PP&L's dam repairs, and the water is now being allowed to rise once again. A unique living arrangement at the Cherry Ridge Airport provides for residents with airplanes to land and taxi their planes right up to their homes. The colonial-style Wayne County Courthouse and Plaza call Honesdale home. Steeples reach to the heavens while Sturbridge rail line cars await their next holiday excursion. Crompton Dam can be seen off the nose. A beautiful and serene place for these ducks to have some fun with Skycam 16. Thanks for flying along over Wayne County with Sky Zoom. Look at the amazing power of Sky Zoom aboard Skycam 16. 1,000 feet above the ground, 3 miles out. The Montour County Courthouse is plain as day. A closer approach shows the old Danville Bridge, almost completely dismantled. Danville's new Midtown Tunnel is getting a workout, while turn-of-the-century mansions guard its summit. St. Cyril and Methodius Basilica and its stately bell tower watch over its grounds. Across Montour County's vast plains and rolling hills, we can catch a glimpse of the Washingtonville power plant. The nearby greenhouses realize the benefit of the plant's excess steam, keeping its seedlings warm. That's Skycam 16 with powerful Sky Zoom. It's time now to check in on Northumberland County. Here in Sunbury, the county courthouse sits proudly near the Cameron Park Monument, honoring a Civil War hero. The West Branch and the main branch of the Susquehanna River meet here, a great place for summer recreation when the inflatable dam is in place. Northumberland County boasts family fun at the Knoebels Amusement Resort. Riding the rails of Twister or the Ferris wheel is always more fun with family. That's a thrilling ride above Northumberland County aboard Skycam 16 with Sky Zoom. With some of the highest terrain in our viewing area, much of Sullivan County is 2,600 feet above sea level. It's very serene from up here, almost like being on top of the world. Because of its elevation, you've heard a lot about this town. You don't know how cold it is on a given day until you visit Lopez. LaPorte is the proud host of the Sullivan County Courthouse. Lake Makoma shows us just how windy it is, but in the hot sun, this looks like a great setting for a summer camp. World's End State Park is a nice place to hike along the mountains or the refreshing Loyalsaw Creek. That's a look very high above the canyons of Sullivan County from Skycam 16.